I'll share with the sentiments of Jason, and that game aged me. That was that was that felt like a whole season in one game. Each quarter was something different. I saw some things like Jason that I really liked. I saw some things that I was hoping would improve from the first two games that just clearly have not. I think the secondary. I missed the first part of what Jason you were talking about, so I didn't hear everything. I think the secondary is super scary, and I think we've been lucky that LSU and Louisville have not either one of them completely capitalized on how bad it looks, at least to me. But I think one of the big storylines of this game that worries me going forward, as exciting as 3-0 is just all the injuries tonight, really on both sides. But man, Florida State lost some major players tonight. We didn't have Lovett coming into the game, but losing Jarret Verse was huge. Obviously, Jordan Travis was huge. Losing our right guard. Um, I'm hoping we get some good reports this next week, but I think after the last couple years, and especially last year, having all of our games with the weight game that we lost by um, less than one score, it was difficult to just continue. Not quite as bad as maybe a Nebraska fan with Scott Frost and all of those situations, but it was definitely getting, oh, I've seen this before, and that's exactly what it felt like when Fitzgerald missed that field goal there at the end. It's like, oh, well, I've seen this song and dance before. Here we go. But luckily, we defense held tough and made that interception at the end, and not to repeat all what you guys were talking about, but I think you got to give the game ball to Johnny Wilson. I mean, it's been a while since you saw a receiver just completely take over a game like that. But I mean, to the point where at the end Louisville couldn't do anything but just pull him down just to keep him from getting the ball.
No doubt, Wes. Do you have concerns about the defense? They couldn't tackle Malik Cunningham tonight.
Whew. Yeah. I'm trying to think when that was. Maybe it was the touchdown. What led to the touchdown that put them up 28-21, where he was trying to go to the left, and you think, oh, you're about to tackle him for a loss. The next thing you know, he finds a little hole to the right, and he's gone for 45 yards. Yeah, it definitely makes you nervous with some of the quarterbacks you got coming up. Hartman's obviously a baller in Wake, and some of the other guys you'll face. Definitely some good quarterbacks in the ACC. So concerned about that, especially like I said earlier, concerned about the depth with some of those injuries tonight. I mean, you saw a big difference. The difference between that first three quarters against LSU when you've got Verse and um, Lovett and some of those guys healthy, as opposed to tonight. I mean, I felt I was kind of concerned with how easily Louisville was just pushing up the middle for 5 to 6 yards every carry whenever they wanted to.
Yeah, so it wasn't just Malik. Yeah, their two best running backs were out. So they were playing with the 3 and 4 guys, and they did some damage as well, Conley and Jordan. Despite the defense giving up yardage, I was taking notes on this game, and a lot of big pass breakups, a lot of plays on the ball by the likes of Kalen DeLoach, and of course Kevin Knowles made a big play at the end, just a tremendous interception on the sideline to seal it, and Brown had a big pass breakup, and others. So they did make some plays in the secondary that were big in stopping some drives.
Absolutely. I mean, I would say I'd say the offensive game ball goes to Johnny Wilson, but defensively, DeLoach, absolutely. There towards the end, he had several really big stops with really good angles on the sideline when some of those were plays earlier in the game. Cunningham's breaking that for an easy first down. And that second to last drive they had, DeLoach was a big part of stopping that one. And he had a big tackle there. I think it was on the third down before Knowles' interception, I believe. But yeah, those guys, they did step up. in a couple situations, absolutely. I hope though, on the whole, they can figure out some of those situations. Why are some of those opportunities there? Um, I think that also one thing that you saw tonight, a little bit of improvement is, I felt like Jaden Daniels just was able to scramble to the outside whenever he wanted, and I felt like the containment for the most part. I know. Malik still had some big runs. I felt like a lot of those were more off of broken plays, like on design quarterback draws, and the defense was there. They just couldn't get them down. You didn't have a lot of those just open, no containment situations, and that was a little refreshing to see that.
Right, Wes. Florida State at 3-0. They got Boston College coming up next. Anything else you want to hit us with?
I don't think so. I appreciate you having me on. I hope that they can keep it going. Like I said, uh, all of that aside, it is pretty exciting for the first time since 2015 to be 3-0, and first time in a while to have a realistic opportunity to be 4-0 going into October. So I think that's on the right direction. But I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, and look forward to talking with you again soon.
Thanks, Wes. I appreciate it.